ain't gonna get mad at me because I'm not the person to do that with. I'm really nasty. Okay. Yo, Boosie might be going to jail. Hopefully he doesn't. He said just accepted a plea deal from the federal government on his gun case. He said, I thought this case was over, but I was going to get on with my life, but God don't make mistakes, and I'm tired of fighting. So I talked to my family. This is the right decision. Told my fans across the world, just say a prayer for your boy and go get the new album. So it looked like he's taking a plea. If you guys don't know, they had dismissed this case before because they looked at it to say, even though he was a felon with a gun, he wasn't really outlawed or banned from having a gun. That was a really controversial thing because, felons aren't supposed to have guns, but supposedly if the crime that you committed wasn't one that involved a gun or had any violent implications, the original law that said, or the original, amendment that said that people who were felons shouldn't have guns only applied to the people who did gun crimes. And Boosie wasn't somebody who did gun crimes, even though they said that someone who's an addict also shouldn't have guns as well. And they're claiming that Boosie having a drug plea or a drug charge that he pled guilty to, that meant he was. Now, Boosie tried to argue like, no, I was the drug dealer, not the drug consumer. But they then pointed out that part of one of his pleas, because, when it comes to drug selling, they'll be like, well, you got locked up for intent to distribute. That's a lot more years versus you got locked up for drug possession, which is usually seen as you were going to use that drug for personal use. So essentially, Boosie is looked at almost like a drug addict because he didn't take the distribution charge, which would carry more years. And because of that, suppose he could have a gun. So they recharge him again. And Boosie's now saying he's tired of fighting. So he's just going to take this plea and shit. Given his history, it feels like they're going to try to give him some years. But if he's taking a plea, I would imagine it's a controversial thing. I don't know if he could get out on some type of probation or maybe something where he doesn't serve as much time in jail. We love Boosie. We hope he doesn't serve any time in jail. But apparently he's taking a plea, so now his fate is going to lie in the hands of the recommendation of the prosecutors based on the plea, and also the judge who will take all that in consideration and give him a sentence. So, Boosie, we rock with you, brother. Okay.